Welcome to Pure Fuckery, the podcast. I am your host. It's your favorite Dr. Bay, Monique Ross. In today's episode, I got my homeboy here with me in the new Pure Fuckery, the podcast studios, hosted by my man, Big fucking Stu is in the building. But fuck Big Stu. I got my homeboy, Mr. Bobby fucking Tessler in the building.
Right.
Host of the Drunken Chicken Diaries and owner of St. Louis Wing Company.
Yeah.
Bobby fucking Tessler's in the building, yo. Hey.
Your favorite chef bae.
My favorite chef bae. We gonna coin that shit. That's what I was. Yeah, hey, we got my favorite chef bae in the fucking building. No, I'm just talking shit. Bobby, this the homeboy B, man. Welcome to Pure Fuckery, the podcast, yo.
Thanks for having me.
You are absolutely welcome with my whole fucking heart, man. I appreciate you coming out, sharing in my fucking energy space, in the new space, and gracing Pure Fuckery, the podcast with your presence, taking time out of your oh so fucking busy day.
Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. Say what's up to the fuckers out there.
What's up, fuckers? How y'all doing out
What's up, fuckers? Man, shout out to the fuckers. I appreciate you
You could be
all.
anywhere in the world.
But you here with us tonight. You could be anywhere in the fucking world, B, but you here with me
I'm here with
tonight on Pure Fuckery, the podcast, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you for
Thanks for
taking the
inviting
time
me.
and coming out, for real, though. So, Bobby Tessler, for the fuckers who don't know who the fuck Bobby Tessler is, Bobby's the man, the myth, the legend. He's like up there with Big Stu, man. Look at Big Stu over there. Yeah, he's up there with Big Stu, the man, the myth, the fucking legend. If you don't know who Mr. Bobby Tessler is, share with the fuckers who you are.
Oh, man.
Just give them a quick little rundown.
Yeah, I sell chicken for a living. Boom.
He
Cut.
sells chicken for a living. Man, nah, we go dig a little deeper than that, man.
A lot of people in St. Louis now, that's what they know me for.
Right.
Is being the owner of St. Louis Wing Company, which is dope. I love that.
Yeah, mad dope.
But I've been around the South Side and I'm in this whole city like my whole life. So I mean, like riding motorcycles and just being intertwined with different people, different communities around St. Louis. And then I opened a restaurant many years ago, and that's just kind of like what defines me nowadays. When I go places, people just ask me for the chicken.
All right,
Yeah.
Bobby Tessler. How many years has St. Louis Wing Company been open?
It'll be 10 years in April.
10 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's crazy, right?
It's damn near as old as I've been alive, because shit, y'all
Right.
know I ain't nothing but like
I was
20.
12. I was 12 when I opened. So.
That's dope as fuck, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it. So, you got the, people know you as the chicken wing, the guy
do.
with the chicken wings, man.
Which isn't a bad thing. I appreciate that. And I mean, I'm really proud of the stamp that I've made on St. Louis with the restaurant. It's turned into one of those places that end up in like the St. Louis food category. Like when people come from out of town, it's like Ted Drew's, Emo's, Chinese food, the Chinaman, as we like to call it.
The Chinaman. That's offensive. I call it the Rice House. They hate that we call it the Chinaman.
Who's they?
The
Chinese people?
The Oriental people that we buy our rice
Oriental,
from.
that's the Oriental is an offensive term. I've come to find out.
I didn't know that. See,
You call them Asian.
Asian.
That's the politically correct term, is Asian. They don't like being called Oriental. But how often do you say Chinaman to a Chinese person?
I don't know, but I didn't mean to
if I
smack,
were
but
to-
I know that they know we call them and call it the
And
Chinaman.
God knows what they call us. Can you imagine what they call us?
You are absolutely fucking right. You are absolutely
It's
fucking
probably
right.
10 times worse than what we call them. At least they're from China and they're a man most of the time, so that's a Chinaman.
I hate it here.
So
You hear this shit? He just trying to justify it.
It is. It's not like we're calling them a bad word, the Chinaman.
I feel you, yo.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So yeah, in St.
could be
Louis,
far
when
worse.
you eat Chinese food, you call it the Chinaman.
So you up there with the China?
I've come to find out that I am. So that's pretty dope. I mean, people will like get off the plane that are from St. Louis, like that have like moved out of town, and then like when they land in St. Louis to come visit or whatever, like they straight to my restaurant because they got to get their fix. And I'm like, man, that's really cool. Like, And then like after COVID happened and we reopened, to see the amount of love that came through, like after we reopened, it was like, I mean, I saw people in tears. It was like, damn, like you really love my food that
like
much.
Crying over some
So yeah,
chicken, man.
it's dope. I mean, but yeah, to be the guy that created that in St. Louis, and to have people come from, I had these people, and I don't want to spend too much time on that, but I had these people literally a week before we opened for dine-in, inbox me on Facebook asking if we're open for dine-in, and they're like, oh, well, dang, we were going to come. I was like, well, where are you coming from? And they're like, Iowa. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, we're driving 5.5 hours to get there. I'm like, you can dine in. Like, fuck St. Louis County, I got you a table. So they drove 5.5 hours just to eat and then get a hotel and then drive back to Iowa. And I'm like, wow.
That's dope.
That's really cool, because that started from like an idea on a couch. And like to now, you know, it's like in people's, it's just part of their lives.
Right.
So like that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. So I mean, when people want to call me the chicken man, that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Just something to be proud of.
There's worse things people could call me.
Far worse. No, I'm fucking with you.
No, you're not, because shit, you know, I'm not everybody's favorite person.
Hey, you can please some of the people sometime, but you can't please all of the people all the fucking time.
Even though I try, you know, it's impossible.
You a people pleaser?
I try, yeah.
You try to be a people pleaser?
Yeah, I want people to like me.
Why? Fuck what people think.
Not necessarily, because in order to be successful in a world where, you know, you don't have $1 million marketing budget for other people to just market for you, you've got to be your brand.
You got to be likable.
And for a long time, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that I had to do that. But then...
Listen, I get what you're saying. I absolutely get what you're saying. You are your brand, so you have to represent yourself a certain way. That's not what I asked
But I
you.
do want people to like me. I do. I really...
Do you care what people think about you?
I'm a human. We all do. I don't care what you say.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. It's somewhere inside you do care what people think.
Deep down in the black barrels of my heart, I might care this much.
You don't want me to dig into philosophy, because I will go
I'm
there
just
with you.
listen.
We as humans, it is in our nature to care how we present ourselves. It's a proven fact. And it is what it is. Some people, you know, want to project that they don't as much.
But taking a step into...
Now, does that stop me from being myself and like saying whatever the fuck I want to say? No.
Okay.
Because people appreciate that out of me.
Absolutely. People appreciate
genuine
that transparency, honesty, you know what I'm saying? No beating around the bush, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm very direct.
Sometimes I'll bullshit the hell out of somebody, though.
You do. I can agree to that, you know.
Sometimes you got to.
I've known you long enough where I feel like I can say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there.
Fancy glasses.
It's fancy, pure fuckery, the podcast, man.
She said I could take this home. That's what's up.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Damn, he got still the pure fuckery,
glass.
the podcast. Hey, for Bobby fucking Tessler, you might be able to walk up out of here with that fucking wine glass, y'all.
That's my glass.
You might be able to walk up out of here. But we'll see.
Come on, I'm ready for you. Dig into me.
Dig into you.
I like that your nails match my shirt.
My nails match your shirt. We planned this.
Planned it.
Let me tell y'all about it.
Come on.
Since he brought it up, I text him like, yo, B, what color shirt are you wearing tonight? Because y'all know I like to color coordinate with my guests.
I didn't know that.
And I'm like, he's like, pink, why? And I'm like, are you trying to dress like me? I'm like, don't make this weird. He telling me not to be weird.
That was weird.
He's telling me it's weird.
I said, let's not be weird.
It's not weird. I said, don't make this weird, because it's not. I always color coordinate with my guests. So I opted out of a Pure Fuckery, the podcast t-shirt, and I rock my Biggie.
But you got pink in there.
I put some pink on, like it's subtle, and it's me. Like y'all know I wear all black all the time, every day.
I try to get out of that, because
I love it.
My closet is so dark. And my mama tells me I look good in like bright colors, so I'm like, you know.
I don't do them. I do them occasionally.
Because I look good in pink.
You look good in pink?
Yeah.
Ain't that about a bitch? He say I look good. You look nice nice in your pink. You know, you look nice regardless. But the
Thank
pink, it brings out your skin complexion, your tone, and everything. You're tan for a white. Here he go. Let me tell y'all about this shit. Since he brought it up, you just feeding me all the fuel. Let me tell y'all about this shit.
Did you know what you were getting yourself into?
It's all good, but I'm look. Did you not know what you were getting yourself into? Let me tell y'all the story. I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. I'm gonna sum it up. So one day, me and B was rapping, and a couple times, and every time I said something like, I was calling him a white guy, or I would refer to my friend like my white best friend, or my white homeboy, shit like that. That's how I talk, and that's how I reference people. Like my black friends, I call them, or my African American friends, I call them, I'll describe them. Like I describe
No, you won't,
a white guy.
No, you won't.
I do, man. I mean, like my middle sister, she's lighter than us, all of us. We fuck with her and say she's not our dad's kid, but she is.
What I said to you during that conversation is, when you have a friend, let's say you have a friend named Eric, right? Black man. If you were in a room or you were having a conversation one-on-one with your friend Christy or Tasha or whatever, and you say, and you were talking about Eric, would you say my black friend Eric? No.
I mean, but I use white as a description.
Why?
Black, because you're going to automatically know I'm talking about a black person.
How?
90% of the time.
Why can't I just be your friend Bobby?
That's why I classify it. I don't do it all the time. I just find myself doing it at times. And we're not even finna go off into the whens, the whats, the whys, and how. I want to tell y'all, we had this conversation, and he clearly was in his feelings because he made a whole fucking Facebook post about it.
Don't flatter yourself.
He said, don't flatter yourself.
That Facebook post was
Whatever.
not
It probably happened again that triggered some shit like this motherfucker.
I'm always triggered by that because people will tell me that I'm handsome for a white man, and that bothers the fuck out of me. Just like you said, when people say that you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl,
all the
it's
time.
bothersome. So, because what you're saying to me, theoretically, is white men are not necessarily attractive to you, but I'm an exception.
That is not true. I know
Not you.
some fine ass white men.
When somebody says that to me, I could be at the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and a girl will be like, "Oh, you're a fine white man." Damn, why can't I just be a good-looking guy? You know, why you got to throw that in there?
But here's the thing, B. That's the fucking cultural norms. That's what society has brought us to. For people to say you look good as a white man.
But how? So the same way you feel when people say you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl, it triggers something, and you'd be like, you're slightly offended by that. And a lot of the times you'll just say thank you.
Right.
But in your head you're like, I really want to tell this person like that offended me.
Right. I've thought that plenty of times, because it's like, and it's not just don't tell her she's pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Shout out to my homegirl PK of what's her La Femme Rebelle.
I saw you trying to say
clothing.
that on your show. Shout out to you.
You left that in too soon.
No, but that's good. That's good stuff. That's good.
This motherfucker. Let me tell y'all about Big Stu. No, we gonna leave Big Stu out of this shit.
That's good stuff.
But no, shout out to PK, STL Collective, La Femme Rebelle Clothing. Don't tell her she's pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Check out that episode, man.
It was a good episode.
It was a great episode, but it's not, for me, it's not necessarily just all, that was me summing it up in one big ball, because I get all the time, hey, chocolate, like, what the fuck? Like,
and after a
I'm
while,
not
it's
a
just,
fucking chocolate bar.
I am a white man.
Although I do melts in your fucking hands.
All I'm saying is, like, you don't always necessarily need to announce somebody's description before their name.
I agree, B, and I'm working on it.
My friend Eddie, he's gay. I wouldn't be like, hey, my gay friend Eddie's coming.
I do say shit like that.
Why, though? Why does it matter?
Because that's the cultural norm.
Why can't Eddie just pull up and you find out on your own? He's gay, he's white, he's whatever.
That's the cultural norm. And listen.
Let's break that.
Let me tell you, B.
Let's start with us.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm absolutely working on it. I'm really working on me and trying to be a better me. But I was going to say something. So this episode is going to air the Friday before the speed dating event. Shout out to Pure Fuckery, the podcast, for the upcoming speed dating event happening March fucking 13th. Check us out. But anyhow, as far as the speed dating event, I've had multiple people reach out like, is this going to, will there be white people here?
Is Bobby
will
gonna be
there
there?
be gay people here? Is this going to be an event that caters to gay people too? Like, I don't care. Come out, kick it.
Yeah, but then you're crossing.
Oh,
yeah, I
man.
mean, you might have to categorize that in its own thing.
You think so?
Yeah, because honestly, if I pull up as a single man and it's a speed dating
As a single man, let's go back to this.
I pull up on a dude. I'm like, what did you get? What about what?
The gays will have their separate shit going on.
I have close gay friends. I love them to death, but I don't want to date them.
We don't talk gays in politics or religion here.
I love
them. I love it. I love people.
But
I don't look at them as this gay person. But I did get a lot of calls and DMs and shit about, will there be gay people? And I'm like, yeah.
Like they wanted there to be, or they were.
Yeah, they want to know before they buy their ticket.
Then you should have a whole nother event for gay people.
I don't want to cater to an event.
Honestly, though,
is
check
there
it out.
a market for that? It ain't about what I want.
There's a market for that.
Let's do this shit.
Damn
you gonna do it with me?
Yeah, I'm with it.
You gonna do it with me? All right, me and B.
Hey, I'm comfortable in my skin.
I'm comfortable in my fucking skin too. So, hey, Mo and B, your favorite Dr. Bay, and Mr. Bobby fucking Tessler in the fucking building. We gonna host y'all next gay speed dating events. But anyhow,
that's something.
Didn't he just offer this?
But I didn't host the first one, so it's like you just pop up on the gay one.
You'll host the next two, the straight one
That's
and
fine.
the gay one.
I'm with it. I'm comfortable with it.
We'll host the gay one together. I got gay friends that could host with us.
I'm with it.
We gonna do this shit. But that's beside the point.
All right. I'm here for you.
You here for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. With my whole fucking heart, y'all. I appreciate it.
Dig in, guys.
You here for me? Because this ain't even about me. This ain't even about me. This is about motherfucking Bobby Tessler in the fucking building. Shout out to Big Stu Films producing the episode.
So I know you got some dark, deep secrets that you want to ask me.
I'm gonna ask you some shit.
Because I said, as a single man, like coming into a
we went in. That's what I wanted to go into. We was gonna dig into that. Thank you for bringing me back. Thank you, B. So, you single man?
Yeah.
Because the fuckers want to know. They absolutely want to know. So, Mr. Bobby Tessler, single. How long you been single?
Like 2 or 3 years.
2, 3 years?
I mean, I've dated people.
You're dating, but
I've
you're
dated
single.
people, yeah.
Are you dating now?
I mean, that's a whole topic I want to discuss at some point, either on my show or yours.
Here we are. We on my
dating.
show.
Like,
you want to do a whole episode of dating? When I come on your show, we'll do a dating episode.
we should, because
I got some stories.
There's some shit.
Yeah,
like,
we'll do a show.
You meet somebody, you click, and all of a sudden you're supposed to be exclusive.
Yeah.
And then their mind, if you talk to somebody else, like, they're mad. Well,
hey, let me tell y'all something. Lifetime, I already tell my fucking story, yo.
Hey, but I'm saying, like, dating is it's a loose term these days. So am I dating?
Cultural norms.
Have I been on a date recently? Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you.
You said, are you dating?
Yeah, I'm just.
So have I been out with a girl? Yeah. Am I?
That's your problem. That's your problem. B. You keep dating these girls. Date a grown ass woman. No, I'm fucking with you.
Female.
That ain't no shade, I promise. I don't know what this man has going on. There's no shade towards anything or anybody. I don't know what you got going on. It's none of my business. I'm not here to judge.
You're here to get in my business.
Like I tell people, don't judge me. Judge your motherfucking mama. Don't judge B. Hey, what he doing is what he fucking doing.
But what you ain't doing is paying my bills.
But do you care? Going back to what we were originally talking about. Do you care when people judge you, or do you care? Because people are going to judge you every day, all day.
On a certain level, but not really. It's not going to change the way I sleep at night.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just to the point where my freak flag is fucking flying, And I'm bearing it all, and I don't
Your
give a
freak
fuck.
flag?
My freak flag. I'm gonna give me a flag
kind of
that
freak?
says freak flag.
What kind of freak?
Hey man,
No, don't say it if you ain't gonna describe it. What kind?
I'm talking about being unapologetically, uninhibited me.
Okay.
Monique Ross, your favorite Dr. Bay.
Well, I'm just saying people can use freak in some different.
Hey, but hey, I mean.
You say the freak flag, like you.
But this is what. So I'm gonna just go put this in a ball.
Growing up, when we say, "Oh, she's a freak," what does that mean?
I'm gonna just put this in one little ball, and we go dead this conversation. All right.
Yeah.
In this one little ball, the freak flag is flying, and it's flying in all directions.
Okay.
And I'm 40 as fuck, and I'm just being me. I'm free. I've literally paid all my karmic debts, and I've released all that shit. And now I'm here present in myself in this moment, and I'm living fucking life. Trying not to let shit stress me the fuck out. I really feel like I've reached a level of spirituality. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's what you into, like me, meditation, yoga, all that shit. That's my thing. Yeah, man, I found myself.
And you feel free.
And I feel free, and I let that shit hang out, and the freak flag is flying in all directions.
Maybe it should be a free flag. I'm free, and here's my flag.
Oh, it's a freak flag,
if you tell me a freak flag, I'm going to think some other shit.
Let me tell y'all something.
When I hear a woman call herself a freak, I immediately go to a different direction.
See, that's not what we gonna do here, because guess what, B? This ain't about me. It's about you. Are you a freak?
Yes.
Do you let your freak flag fly in all directions? You a freak?
Not all directions, but it flies when it needs to.
It flies when it needs to. Mm-hmm. What kind of freak are you? I just told you what kind of freak I was. I'm free, uninhibited.
I don't know how censored this show is.
It's not censored, baby. Say what you want to say. The fuckers want to know.
Well, fuckers. Use your imagination.
Use your imagination. You're nasty.
When I need to run a marathon, I can.
All right. I'm here for it, but I'm not here for it, but
I get what you're
saying. I kind of get bashful when we get to talking about certain topics, because I'm a lady in the streets with a freak in the sheets, yo.
There we go with that term. I love it.
It's bad when you laugh at your own jokes, but that's just how fucking funny I am. Thank you very much. Yeah. Anyhow, Mr. Bobby Tessler in the fucking building.
I'm in the building.
All right, so you letting that freak flag fly?
I'm letting it fly. I'm letting it fry.
Letting it fly and fry, because you ought to fry that fucking chicken, man. Tell us, how you got started in chicken. Like, you have a past. Can we touch on that just a little bit?
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, you have a fucking past. You've been a man out in these streets for a minute.
Yeah,
whether fucking flipping chicken or flipping birds.
Yeah, I can do both.
He can do both. Put me in the game, Ghost.
I only do one now, but I know how to do both.
You've done both.
Yeah.
You've done both. So
yeah, I was heavy in the streets for a few years.
Heavy in the streets
but I mean, honestly, that was after I became a chef and had a college degree and had experience in restaurants.
What's your degree in?
Culinary science.
Culinary science.
So after I graduated college, I started my career. Then I went backwards and started selling drugs. And then I had a motorcycle accident. And then drugs became my full-time job.
All right.
And then so I did that for 5 years and lived an amazing life.
Amazing life.
People say, "Oh, do you regret it?"
Fuck no.
I had a lot of fun.
Listen,
what can I say?
This is what I say about regrets. Regret is such a useless emotion.
Yeah.
Live your fucking life, man.
I'm not gonna go out here and brag "Oh, selling drugs is a great thing to do," but do I regret doing it? No. Am I sorry I did it? No.
It was an experience.
Yeah. So I mean, but I don't think I'd be here where I am today in a position I'm in today if it wasn't for that experience. So yeah, I lived a pretty fast lifestyle in the streets for several years, and then I got caught and sat down in prison for a couple years.
How long? What's a couple?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was in federal prison. I read books and I hung out with the homies, got tattooed, cooked.
You inked as fuck.
I got a whole body
How
covered.
much? Your whole body's covered.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do my whole body. I just got, I got this arm. I'm gonna do some shit over here in my
I'm
back,
covered,
and that's
head
it.
to toe. But yeah, like I saw,
That's
I did.
dope.
I mean, prison was like an awful experience as far as like psychologically, and then but like I mean, there was some great. I met some of my friends to this day that I still am like brothers with in the joint. I mean, it's all made me a better, stronger man. And when I came home, I was determined to do the right thing and make sure that I never went back. So I had a 5-year-old son when I came home, and I just wanted to make sure that he was proud of his dad. So I created a business that I have fine dining background as a chef, like fine dining, like shit that most people can't pronounce. I know, like weird things,
Right.
And that's what I'm passionate about, was like that type of stuff. But there's not a lot of longevity in fine dining, so I came up with the idea to start a chicken wing restaurant, kind of like Wingstop, but I wanted to make my own recipes and make my own logos, my own procedures, and all that shit. So boom, like I literally talked to my little brother who's a cop now, and he was a bum living on my couch on my futon, and I was on my couch, and I'm like, bro, I want to open up a chicken wing restaurant. He was like, do it. So yeah, that's pretty much how the restaurant was born, and then it just conceptualized after that and grew, and then it turned into like a staple at St. Louis,
St. Louis staple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with it. I live literally 5 minutes away, so
Yeah, you do.
we be up in that thing on a regular.
So yeah, that's like just a snapshot into my background.
Snapshot.
When it comes to like my journey, because it's fucking
We'll
crazy.
dig a little deeper maybe
Yeah.
some other time. Maybe I'll come on your
Whenever you
show
want.
and
Yeah.
dig it for your viewers.
Sure, because I do. People have been saying like you should have you should have somebody interview you on your own show.
I'll do that on your show.
But I might want to interview you on my show. So maybe
We're gonna talk
we'll
about
do it
dating
again.
on your show. We can do 2 shows.
Yeah.
Or you want to come back here? I can interview you and
Sure, we'll
and
figure all
make
that out.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah,
Whatever. So, anyhow,
there's gotta be some things you want to like.
I want to know everything. I want to know what you're willing to share. You talked about being single. We kind of double back to your past for a brief second and how you ended up, went from flipping birds to
Flipping
selling birds,
yeah.
Selling chicken wing birds,
So like, okay, well, I dated a couple people over the past 10 years. I had like 3 girlfriends.
3 girlfriends.
And,
And some of these women are like well-known,
Yeah.
household names. You're not going to mention them?
No,
you ain't gonna put it out there?
she doesn't deserve that.
Oh, damn, sis.
Yeah, you fucked up, babe.
Oh, you
You
ain't
don't
even worthy of a mention on
Yeah.
pure fuckery.
You
Look,
don't-
Mom, I made it. He don't even feel comfortable mentioning the motherfucking name on pure fuckery.
I still miss them. I still miss what we had, but like after years go by, people grow into different people.
Yeah.
And they grow, they grow in their world, I grow in mine. So if you were trying to come back, it's not the same person that you left. You know what I
Right.
mean? So if you try to go backwards, you're going to be trying to make up for that big gap.
But don't you agree, even if y'all drift apart and come back, is it possible it's the same thing as somebody staying together and just accepting the different stages of that person, understanding that people change, people grow. We're growing daily.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but the things that you loved, the quirky things that you loved about that person and the growth that you had with that person kind of like shifted while you guys were apart. So 2, 3, 4, 5 years go by and you've kind of like shifted into a different person. I mean, there's still the same quirky, attributes to that person, but interests change, moods change, attitudes change.
But when
and you try to double back, you're going to be trying to make up for so much lost time.
have you like truly been in love and you willing to accept a person at all phases of them, whether you grew with them or apart, and y'all came back together? You sound like to me you just completely dismissing it, and I ain't trying to bombard you. I'm just asking you what your idea.
Would I be open to it? For sure.
Yeah.
And honestly, those two ones that I let get away, there's nothing in this world that they couldn't ask me for right now, and
That's what's up.
I would drop this microphone and run right now if they needed me.
You're not going to
I'm just
run
saying.
up out of the Pure Fuckery
Well,
podcast.
all right, as soon as I leave this show, I would go, you know. But I'm just saying that's how much I care.
That door. What the fuck?
Well, they're not going to call me. They both have moved on in life. One of them's engaged, the other one had a baby, and she's doing her thing. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But no, I mean, it's just like shit happens. You know, things happen in relationships. You fuck up. You push people away. That's what I did. I pushed them away.
All right.
I tried to get them back, and it didn't work.
Didn't work.
So now I'm just out here.
Winging
I'm a nomad.
Ratchet.
I'm a Rolling Stone. I ain't Ratchet.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
No, I ain't Ratchet, though.
Wherever he laid his head was his home.
I'm a good man.
And when he died.
Yeah, I'm not that much of a Honestly, you want me to tell you what it is, though?
Yeah,
Like,
tell
I'm
me
not
what
out
it
here,
is.
like, searching for love. Mm-hmm. I'm not out here, like, actively on Match.com and, like, trying to find my mate. But
Have you ever did Match?
for, like, the trial period.
Trial period. Did you find anybody?
No, nobody.
Were you on it?
Nobody
I've
matched
done
with
Match.
me.
I've done Match. My old boss paid for me a subscription.
I was upset. I was discouraged because nobody matched with me. And I thought I wasn't, I was like, damn, does my profile suck? So, like, I just got off. It didn't work. So,
Aww,
yeah.
a little bruised ego. I would have matched with you.
But
I would hit
maybe
you up.
wouldn't
Bobby's a vibe. Like, Bobby's a fucking
but
vibe,
you can't
yo.
give that off on a screen.
You can't. That's why you gotta take your time and get to know people, man.
Yeah, but
Now that I know you, I wouldn't match with you. But
what?
Yeah, before, like, I would have matched with you, but I know you now, and it's like, yeah, I would not match with him.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Ever. At all.
I'm
That's
sorry.
the homeboy.
Wait, I'm offended here. Wait a minute. Let's dig into that. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Homeboy.
I'm undesirable now?
No, I didn't say that you're undesirable.
You just said ever. Does my breath stink? Like,
No.
what did I do?
Remember I asked you? Remember I asked you if my breath was singing because he like, come here, and you showed me you had a cut on your tongue.
Yeah.
And he shows
I cut my tongue.
He shows me his
And you thought that was a hint
teeth
for you
brushing,
to,
and
like-
I thought he was insinuating that I need to purchase a brush,
A tongue brush. No, that was legit. I had a cut
because
on
my
tongue.
breath was smelly. And
It wasn't.
It was bothering me, and it took me a couple days, and then I asked you about it, and he's like, "No, what the."
That totally wasn't.
I don't know what's wrong.
That
with
wasn't
me.
it at all. But that's funny that I'm just like all the way undesirable now.
I did not say that.
Now
B.
that you know me, I'm like unattractive.
B, no, you're absolutely like I have eyes. You're an attractive man. I'm just saying that
But my
we're
character
probably
sucks.
never going to date. No, you have an amazing personality, great character. You're dope as fuck. I tell you that all
Please,
the time.
you know what? Indulge me for a second.
B, I tell you all the time you dope.
So tell me, not that I'm trying to date you tomorrow, but I want to know.
You ain't trying to date me?
All of a sudden, how am I just undesirable?
I didn't say you were undesirable. I didn't.
You kind of did.
No, I just said that I wouldn't date you.
Why?
I just wouldn't.
What did I do?
Nothing. You're amazing. You're dope as soul. I fucks with you the
So-
long way, B.
Tell me what it is that you've learned about me that has turned you off from dating me.
It doesn't matter. I consider you my friend.
Okay.
That's it.
Shouldn't you marry your friend?
Man, come on. Like,
I want to know. Like, tell me what it
yes,
is.
you should absolutely marry your best friend.
Okay, so tell me what it is that I have exuded that has
We're not best friends.
put me into the friend zone.
And we're friends, but we're not best friends. And I
You-
just wouldn't date. I wouldn't fuck with you.
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter. Like, come on, man. Let's go. Like,
Another
I fuck with
offensive
you.
moment.
I'm not trying to offend
I'm just trying to put you on the spot. That's
Nobody's offending you, B. I promise.
You know
I'm
what?
not.
You know what my answer to that would be?
What's that?
I don't want to ruin our friendship.
I don't, and that's another thing. I don't want to ruin our
Okay.
friendship. It's not
Cool.
you, it's me.
All right, cool. I'm with that. Thank you. Thanks for redeeming yourself. Because I just thought that I just turned you the fuck off.
No, man. I'm not turned on, but I'm not like. We gonna move away from this fucking conversation.
I just wanted to make you a little uncomfortable there on your own show.
I am. I feel away.
That's what I'm here for.
Your Dr. Bay feels a fucking way. That rarely fucking happens, yo. Man, fuck all that shit Bobby talking about. Shout out to fucking Big Stu in the fucking building. We are here in the new Pure Fuckery the Podcast studio, aka Big Stu Films. If you are looking to get into podcasting, or if you are already a podcaster and you are wanting to get some studio space, full production staff, video edits if you want to do visuals.
Right, if you got like podcast ideas, but
whatever,
you don't have all this shit.
If you don't have the setup, we got all that.
Yeah.
Hit my DMs on Instagram, Facebook. You can hit Big Stu Media, Big Stu Films on Instagram or Facebook. Hit those DMs. We got you. We the plug. Big Stu's the fucking plug.
When I started my podcast, I had nothing.
Yeah.
I had an iPhone, and I'm like, I want to do a podcast. And then I was just like, yeah, I didn't know what to do after that.
Yeah, I bought my little setup and just threw some shit together on a humbug, and it's turned to this. So I'm very fortunate.
Stu is like the reason why my podcast, is what it is.
It's doing what it is.
So
like,
he produces my whole show and edits and all that shit. So
from the beginning.
Yeah, from the first episode.
See, I ain't have Big Stu.
I had Big Stu. I had the logo. I had the idea. I had the concept, but to put it actually into motion. Yeah, he definitely. He was that guy.
From the ground up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Stu, I said Stu. Stu found me
In
where I was,
Soulard?
I was doing it. I was making it do what it do, but Stu makes it better. Stu makes me better. He makes it better.
He completes you.
Stu, you complete me.
That's so sweet. I love it.
Shout out to Mrs. Big Stu. I absolutely appreciate you for watching Pure Fuckery the Podcast. I appreciate you for lending me your guy.
She watches my show too.
Yeah, man. She shows us
flattered.
mad fucking love. And as inappropriate as I am, but I met your husband, so hey, it's just, she's a potty mouth woman, as Trump would call me. She's a nasty woman.
That's funny.
Nasty girl. Play that Janet Jackson. No, we're not going to do that.
So what's the name of this episode?
I don't know. I'm going to think of something clever when I watch it back. I'm going to actually watch it back, and I'm going to think of something clever. I always come up with something clever. It's always... You see my episode titles.
Yeah.
Pretty clever, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good shit.
Conversation with the white man.
Here he go. He was in his feelings, y'all. I told y'all he made a Facebook status, regardless of whether or not he wants to admit that it derived from the conversation that he and I had. I know that the conversation that he and I had pushed him to the point where he posted it on Facebook. Like I said, it had to happen again or multiple times, and he finally was like, fuck this shit. I'm going to voice my opinion and express myself.
Honestly, I don't know what triggered it at that moment for me to post that. But yeah, I did. I went
You kind of went on a rant. It was a little rant. And I was like, look at him.
Like, you don't have to announce things.
That was one of those situations where, depending on who you are, I would have been like, delete this shit. I'd have texted you, delete this shit.
Yeah,
I let you have your moment.
I delete a lot of shit.
You put shit out there and delete. I do too. Inappropriate pictures when I post on my stories, late night hours. I'll wake up early in the morning and delete it.
I have a lot of like my range of people that follow me is like just really broad, so I don't want to offend anybody. So I have to filter the shit that I put out there. So anyway, yeah, I can't really.
I don't give a fuck about offending people. There's some things that I don't post, but it's more so because I don't be having the energy. Like, I just can't do the social media thing. I try, but it's a lot. I got content I need to post right now, and I've been sitting on it.
In this world, it's a content-driven world.
You have to do it, and I just, some days I don't feel like being bothered. I be in my headspace, and I don't feel like engaging, because when you post some shit, people want you to engage back. Like, that's why people fuck with me, because I engage back. Like, I ain't Beyonce, so I'm going to follow you back. I'm going to talk to you kick it with you, you know, not like kick it with you in real life, but, you know, I fucks with you. You hit my DMs, I'm going to reply. I engage people. Like, I'm really big on engagement. Like, that's one of my strong suits, actually, for me in corporate America as a HR professional. We don't talk about the other part of my life on Pure Fuckery, the podcast. We are two completely different people on here. I am your favorite Dr. Bay. In corporate America, I am Dr. Monique Ross.
That's what's up.
But, you know, I'm allowed to be me and be free. This is my safe space, you know, so I do that. But, yeah, man, anyhow. So, what else, B? What else? Well, because I want to dig.
Come on.
But I don't want to.
I'm here to be dug.
Nothing's off limits.
Nothing's
off
at all.
limits, man.
I'm here to be dug.
You here to be dug.
Let's get it.
I'm digging it. I can dig it, baby. Anyhow.
How far can you go?
How far
what
can you go?
What is it that you want to know? Like, what do you think?
For the most part, you just been giving me shit.
Yeah.
What else you want to give me? It's like you make it too easy. I don't have. What else do you want to share, Mr. Tessler? Tell me, like you told me this story. Can I prep?
Yeah. Man, let me tell you something. My life.
This was in your past life. I'm sorry, we're gonna bring this shit up. From his past life, there was a situation when you were out of town on a motorcycle trip type shit, and the housekeeper.
I smashed the housekeeper.
He said, so tell the story how you told it to me. Like, you built up to it, and you painted this picture, and it was dope as fuck.
Honestly, there was a couple different housekeepers.
What? So you don't remember the particular one you were telling me about?
It was either Memphis or Tulsa.
Ratchet ass. I think it was Tulsa. I think you were telling me about Tulsa. The chick that was there, and the next day you came back and she was there, and yeah.
Yeah, when I called down for some towels.
Or share whatever you wanted to share.
I called down for some towels. Like, when I first got to Tulsa, you know, we were tired from the drive, and I was putting my bags in my room and everything, and I saw the maid cart out there, or the housekeeper cart, and I saw the housekeeper. She was fine. I'm like, oh, okay, housekeeper. And I spoke to her, and I said, hey, how you doing, whatever. And then, like, later that night, it was, I needed some towels and a pillow, because I didn't like the pillow they had. So I called down the front desk and asked them for some towels and a pillow. And who do you know came to my door with
housekeeper.
The housekeeper. She was working a double. And I pulled her in my room.
Ratchet ass.
Shit. I was single, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Live your life. Live your fucking life. What, some in the glass, some on the glass?
No, I'm just thinking if I'm indulging too much.
Nah, you good.
I mean, you know, honestly, man, let me tell you something, man. Like, these times in my life, they don't define who I am now, but like it's a colorful picture of the person I've been and who I am and shit that I've been through. And some people may be turned off by it, but fuck, man, whatever. I'm not here to really impress people with my stories.
Right.
These are legit things that happened to me, like the Indianapolis, the front desk girl at the hotel.
Tell us that. Tell the fuckers about your front desk girl experience.
Damn. All right, so I was a part of this motorcycle group back in the day called the Street Fighters, and we would travel.
Are they still in existence?
Yeah, they're still in existence. Shout out to Street Fighters. But we went to Indianapolis for an awards ceremony for like Extreme Stunts Awards, and so when we were in Indianapolis, the front desk girl was really cute, right? And so we exchanged. She gave me her number, whatever, and like. I was there for like 3 days. So like on the second day or third day, I knew that she was working because we had talked a couple times. And I'm like, come up to my room. I just like talked her into coming up to my room. She's like, I can't. I'll get in trouble. I'll get fired. I'm like, just come say hi to me real quick. And that's all it took. Like, she came up to the door and it went down.
Are you a womanizer, Bobby?
No, not at all. I mean, if a woman got womanized by me, it wasn't because I was being persuasive. I mean, shit, maybe, but it's not like my thing.
I'm fucking with you.
But like, if shit, man,
you don't get me.
Things have happened. You know what I mean?
Shit happens.
Like,
shit happens.
Yeah,
yo.
I mean, dude, like stands out as a memory in my life that it's a fond memory.
And like, embrace that memory, man. Sex is amazing. Shout out to sex. Can
I
we
a
shout out
womanizer?
sex on this podcast? Shout out to the act of sex, guys.
I'm an experienced man.
You're an experienced man.
But that's not typical activities of me now. I was a rock star.
You're a rock star.
I mean, I was traveling the country, riding motorcycles, and doing crazy shit. Drinking and
living a rock star
fucking
life.
up. Yeah. So I mean, like that was part of it. I mean, shit. It just is what it is. Would I do that now? No.
No.
Do I have the balls to do that now? No.
See, I have the balls to do it now. I want to be a rock star. Can you help me be a rock star?
Yeah, I
Put
can.
me in the game, Ghost.
Yeah.
No, but for real, man. Like, that's what's up. I fucks with it. You have a dope ass story from, what we say, from chicken wings, from flipping birds, to flipping birds.
I was cool, man. I was cool at 15. I was cool when I was riding
You always been a
skateboards when I
cool
was
ass
10.
dude.
I was cool. When I was 15 and broke as fuck, I was cool.
It didn't matter. You was still
I just
cool.
made myself. I was always just
Cool.
a cool person,
Bobby, you a cool motherfucker.
I try to be
You a
cool.
cool
you know?
motherfucker. You a
I just
cool.
am who I am.
He alright with me. He alright.
Yeah,
He
I
alright.
don't-
Let's not stroke this motherfucking ego too much.
You want to hear something recent though?
Oh shit.
I met this chick on Facebook, very recent, like a week ago type shit, and I've seen her on Facebook for like a year, and I'm rapping with her like in a messenger or whatever a couple times. So like she finally she's like, well, give me your phone number. I'm like, all right, give her my number, and she calls me, and as we're talking, she tells me that she didn't engage in me like early on because she thought that I was one of those white boys that acted like tried to be black. And I'm like, did I give off that? Is that what my image gives you? And she was like, well, I was just kind of concerned if that's what you were. And I'm just like, wow, do I give that off like that I'm trying to be something that I'm not? And she was like, well, it wasn't off the table. And I'm like, damn. So we had a whole conversation about that. And she thought that I was like trying to be something that I wasn't. And when she learned that I wasn't,
You bagged her?
no, I didn't. I told her because she asked me like during the conversation. It was a great conversation. Like it was like 2 days. It was like, oh man, I've met this girl. She's dope as fuck, and like I like her, and blah blah blah. And then she's something about like her area where she lives is like a nice area. I'm like, I'm not worried about where you live. Like I'm from, I'm from a sketchy part of town. And she's like, well, you can. She's like, hopefully you carry like a gun. I was like, I'm a convicted felon. So I told her that. I told her that story, and like her whole energy changed.
Really?
Yeah, she quit. She like lost interest in me.
That's not why I lost interest, no.
Oh my god.
It's not.
You're a fucking character, man. But yeah, like her whole energy just shifted. I'm just like, well, fuck you then. You know what I mean? Like I'd go into prisons and I mentor guys. I hire felons.
Talk about that, because I wanted to touch on that, and I didn't know how to approach it because I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that on Pure Fuckery. People get the wrong impression of Pure Fuckery because they see the name Fuckery. They don't understand that I'm just talking about the fuckery, the bullshit that life throws our way. Like I don't like if it comes off offensive, it's not that. Click on the fucking YouTube channel or click on anywhere that you listening to podcasts and you'll see that it's just a name. We drop gems around here. We have real fucking people who have real life experiences, and these experiences shape and mold us to grow and become who we are destined to be, who we're meant to be. Do you feel as if you're like walking in your true purpose? Do you feel like you're doing what you were put on this earth to do?
Yeah, to be a great fucking father.
A great father.
Yeah.
That's shout out to your kid.
I'm a great father. He's a freshman in college.
Don't tell him where he's at.
He's a freshman in college, Bobby Jr. He's the man. He was an all-star running back at Lindbergh High School.
Don't even tell him that.
I'm proud of my boy.
Be proud of him.
I'm proud of
It's
my
something
boy.
to be proud of,
But
man. He's a dope
I
kid.
mean, do I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do? I mean, selling chicken, I kind of feel like I'm banging my head against the wall every day. But when I get to help other people that have been down the road that I've been down, and I see that they don't really have opportunities that they normally would have, I mean, with the conviction and with little experience, I like to take a hold of those guys. And when I see the passion and in trying to do better in their lives, I grab a hold of those people, and I give them a career. I try to, give them some knowledge and tell them, like, there is life after a felon.
Right.
There is life after being in prison. And a lot of people feel like when you get out of prison, like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, I only know one thing.
Right.
Whether it's selling dope or robbing people or whatever it is that you was doing, that's what they know. So when I actually get a hold of people that actually want to do the right thing, and so when I came home from prison, and I was trying to work on myself. It was me working on myself by myself, and I didn't really have any help.
Right.
And so once I created a platform to actually help people, I'm like, dude, I can go back and help people that need direction.
Right.
So the U.S. Probation Office asked me a couple times to talk to the people that are just getting on probation. There were like 30 guys that are just getting out of prison, starting probation. And so they asked me if I can come speak. I'm like, sure. So I go back into the U.S. courthouse as a civilian and as a resource, not as a threat.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, this is monumental.
Yeah.
Because every time I've walked into this building, I've been scared and like, oh shit.
And now you walking up in this.
And now I'm walking in there like, yeah. Now I'm walking in there as a resource.
Right, a resource.
So,
that too.
And as I was invited, so
right.
like, and then that just like sparked a whole movement for me to like go back into prisons, like, and take volunteer classes, go back into facilities and talk to inmates and show them that there is a possibility. I mean, you can succeed after this. So I've been a motivational speaker, and I've done a lot of motivational speaking things. I work with non-for-profit organizations around St. Louis, Mission St. Louis, Connections to Success. I go in there and I mentor these guys. I help them with their resumes and life coaching, and just showing them that there's somebody that people care about them.
Right.
And
That's
honestly,
dope.
like my two supervisors at my restaurant are both convicted felons.
Wow.
And I trust them with my life.
Wow. That's dope.
So
that's dope. You giving back, man.
Yeah.
You
and I
giving
felt like I wouldn't be like really. I feel like I would have been failing myself if I didn't use what I had, my success, to like try to help other people.
Right.
I think it's fucked up when people just take their success and run with it.
Yeah.
Instead of like going backwards and like helping people that were in the same shoes that you were in,
Yeah.
bro. Like
extend the olive branch, man. Send that fucking ladder back down.
That is actually what gives me
Fulfillment.
That feeds me for sure, knowing that I can help other people with my experience and actually do good for other people. That's what I get. Yeah, do I love selling chicken? It's great. It pays the bills. But I feel more. Oh man, it's just a great feeling knowing that I'm helping other people.
You should we gonna talk offline.
I'm writing a book.
I know. Let's talk about that. Let's talk, because you read me some of that book.
Yeah, I did.
How many people, tell the fuckers, how many people you've read some of this book too?
Maybe 4?
4. So I'm one of 4 people.
You're one of 4
that
people
you share
that
this
actually,
with.
And
I feel so fucking honored to have that experience with you.
Yeah.
It was so dope, man, what you wrote, and
my experience.
raw.
Like I started writing a book, and I felt, and writing is, I'm very articulate when I write. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I talk, I stumble and I fuck up, but like
we all do. I stutter at times.
When I'm writing, it's just like, man,
it flows.
Yeah. So you asked me if I meditate. When I write, I feel it's great.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, it's a fucking wonderful feeling.
Try meditating before you write.
I don't know.
You asked me to teach you how to meditate.
I don't know the formula. Yeah, you gotta teach me.
I'm gonna teach you how to meditate.
Because the more I try to think about meditating, the more I'm gonna think about all the fuckery that's going on in my life.
Man, the fuckery exists.
Yeah,
but it cannot persist.
I can't tune it out.
You can move past it, man.
Sometimes
Stop entertaining the bullshit.
I don't, bro. I don't. It just fucking it's just there.
It's just there.
I have 14 employees. I've got taxes. I've got
all kind of shit.
COVID. I got business loans and just fuck. So if I try,
overwhelmed? Do you talk to a therapist?
Every day.
Do you go to therapy?
No, because I can't find a therapist that's as smart as me.
I'm gonna hook you up with my girl.
She's got to have a really high IQ to deal with a guy like
I'm
me.
hook you up with my girl.
Because every time I go into counseling or therapy, like I can see straight through the person.
Or you might need a man. You might.
As long as their IQ is like 130 or above.
I got somebody. Look. I got all kind of shit for B. Yeah, man.
I need therapy.
We all do. We all need to go and talk to somebody with an unbiased opinion, man. Shout out to my therapist, fucking Helen. I ain't say her last name.
If I feel like I'm smarter than my therapist, though, I'm gonna walk out of there like laughing, like this is a waste of time.
I feel you. Do you feel you feel like you're a pretty smart guy?
I know I am.
Arrogant ass.
It's not that. Like, have you ever tested your IQ?
I have.
Like, my IQ is through the roof. Now, did I get good grades in algebra? No. Or did I get good grades? I mean, actually, algebra I did. Shout out to Miss Evans. I love you for life. Miss Marsha Evans, she's a jazz singer in St. Louis. Marsha Evans.
Okay.
Fucking amazing.
What school?
I was at Marquette Middle School, right before VAP. It's like the middle school. And she was my algebra teacher. And she gave me a hard time, man. Miss Evans was so hard on me. And but I mean, to this day, she's like one of my biggest supporters. Like, Marsha Evans is like.
Did you go? My bad. Go ahead.
No, I love her to death. Like, at the time, I thought she was being hard on me, but she was just educating me.
Okay.
So when I say like my grades, my like education, my grades weren't the greatest, but my IQ was like gifted.
No, I feel you. I can understand that.
But I was fucking up. Yeah. I didn't want to get good grades. People with good grades they weren't cool.
I have that conversation with my 13-year-old kid right now. I'd say that at least once, twice a week. Like, it's cool to be smart. Like, let your intelligence
As old people will say that. But as a 13-year-old, you want a pager.
Like, fuck this shit. He ain't trying to be smart.
You want the Jordans. You want the iPhone.
Man, the girls love the smart guys. I'm telling you.
When I was 13, I didn't think they did.
When I was 13, I liked the smart boy. My 13-year-old crush. What grade was I in? 7th grade. Who was my 13-year-old crush? I don't even want to say my 13-year-old crush. He's deceased. Well, but I love me some. I ain't even say it. I love me some him.
I'll name all of my crushes.
I ain't gonna say it because everybody I know is watching it. They gonna be like, really? But we talked for a minute, and then it was that.
You know what's crazy? It's fucked up because I don't know how many fuckers you got watching this.
Plenty.
But if you went to middle school with me.
What middle school?
Marquette? I went to Marquette Middle School.
What high school?
It's now Carlane. I didn't go to high school.
Okay.
I'm sitting here with an 8th grade education.
Okay.
I went to VAP for a week.
A week.
When it was on Grand and Natural Bridge. It was like dead in the hood. And like I'm living life on the 8th grade education, but like cuz school just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me at all. And but yeah, like when you know like later on in life when you see people that you went to middle school with or whatever and it's like, damn, I had a crush on you, but like now what happened to you, babe? Like
they glow up. Did you ever have a glow up? You ever had a glow up where you were this kid in school and now what's presented here? And we're talking like a physical glow up, external and internal.
You know what? I was always like, as a kid, like growing up.
That's shame, man.
It was
kind of gaudy.
It is.
It's nice though. I like it.
It's heavy.
It's a lot.
It was starting to weigh on my. So.
I love it.
I'm extra as fuck, but like so.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Be you.
When I was like in grade school, middle school, like I didn't have any like designer. When I say design, I'm talking about Nike. I had buddies.
Okay.
Like I had Payless sneakers, and I shopped at Sears. Like I didn't have any Guess jeans. I might have had one, but they were like on sale. So like. But I was still like I still made myself relevant. But did I have a glow up? I mean, and this is gonna sound very narcissistic.
No, say it.
I've always been. No, I never had a glow up.
You've always been the shit.
I don't know if I want to say that. I don't know, but I've always been this.
You've always been this, the shit, cause you the shit.
Sure.
You're the shit.
If you want to say that, like, I mean,
He don't want to say it. He tell himself at home in the mirror on a regular basis, I'm the shit.
I tell myself the exact opposite.
You ain't shit.
In the mirror.
What?
When I look in the mirror, I'm like,
we don't do negative self-talk.
I see every flaw.
Stop picking yourself apart. And look, I can give you this advice, but I pick myself apart too. Stop picking yourself apart.
You can tell me that all day long, but I'm gonna look in the mirror.
I'm gonna teach you some shit.
And I'm gonna see everything that I want to change.
Do the same. Look.
But
you gonna get this
we
shit.
will say, like, when the glow up thing, like, no, like I think I've always been
this person.
Yeah.
You've always been who
I've
you are.
always been
now
me.
you just have things. Because
Yeah. I have more shit.
Yeah, when you previously described the situation, you like, I didn't have much of this and that.
Yeah.
And now you have those things, but you feel like you've always been.
I don't overdo it now.
Yeah. Be who the fuck you know. This is what I got from that. Be who the fuck you know you are. You don't need things. You don't need worldly possessions.
And
you know what I'm
I see
saying?
the people now, like, literally, Facebook is a fucking crazy thing, because I see the people now that had all those things.
And they still ain't shit. You either got it or you don't, man.
And these people,
and be who you are.
I wanted to be them.
And that ain't shit.
No.
That ain't shit.
And I now,
even with the shit,
with the shit, with the expensive
and you like,
jeans,
that motherfucker ain't shit. I feel you, yo.
like I see those people.
You see
like,
right through them.
I wanted to be them. I wanted those. I wanted to dress like that. I wanted the used jeans.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the used and, you know, like the cow print leather on the front of the jeans. Like, I wanted that shit. Like, damn, I can't afford that. I can't go to merry-go-round. I can't shop there. But yeah,
But
I mean,
you can afford it now, right? You can afford it right now.
yeah.
You like an eligible bachelor. You should do the most eligible bachelor at the speed dating event, Bobby.
I can't do that.
Come on, go on a date with somebody.
I have a public image. I mean, I just really can't.
You can't
put
be
myself,
my most eligible bachelor.
I can't.
And go on a date with a beautiful woman.
We'll talk about that off the air. Don't put me on the spot.
It's just a funny. It's speed dating. Like you.
Yeah, but like
you need love.
I'm in the public light, kinda.
Do you hear this bullshit you trying to tell me, Stu? I'm in the public light. I people need love.
Hey, hit and run's not really associated with being in the limelight.
Oh,
You be showing up at the crib.
dude, I'm just saying.
You ain't gotta take him to your crib. Just go. You can be my most eligible bachelor, and you go on a date with the female that bids the highest on you, and you can be STL's most eligible bachelor. I'm gonna do a calendar too. Stu gonna put that calendar together, and we gonna do a 12-month calendar for 2022.
Hey, babe, you have a good personality. You know that.
You'll be my March fucking calendar man. May. Whatever month. You don't want to be my most eligible bachelor?
I don't know. Maybe I am.
We gonna talk, cause you're an eligible fucking bachelor.
I am. I'm a good guy.
He a good guy. Let me tell y'all about Mr. Good Guy here. No, I ain't got no story to tell.
You ain't got nothing bad to say about me.
I ain't got shit bad to say about you.
I'm a cool dude.
Cool.
Like I mean, honestly, all my life, like I was awkward as fuck. I was like chunky. But I was always like, I've always just been a likable person, I think.
You think you're likable?
I do. I do think I'm a likable guy. I mean,
depends who's asking. No, I'm fucking with you, Vic.
I mean, I definitely do think I'm a likable person.
You are. You're a very likable person. You full of life, full of energy, great personality.
I'm humble. Like, I'm not cocky or anything. Like, I'm not. I don't think I am. I'm likable.
No, I'm just.
But people may think that. People may think, like the girl on Facebook, she thought that I was like fucking Malibu's Most Wanted or something.
He said Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
But you're not. Like, he's real life, in real fucking life. Like, I can say I know you in real life, right? He's just a cool ass dude. Chill, lay back, do his thing.
I don't raise my voice. I get passionate about something. I talk about it in great depth.
Oh, he be talking.
Yeah, like I mean well. Like I take care of my mother. I take care of my son. I take care of my employees. Like I do so much for other people, and I'm drip dry when it comes to feeding myself.
You're pouring into all these fucking cups, man. At what point are you gonna stop and pour into your own cup?
I don't know if I ever will.
You need to stop. And do the speed dating event and find some love and have that love pour into you.
It takes a special type of woman.
That's all. You need to be loved.
You know what the problem is? I'm going to say this out loud on your podcast.
This exclusive.
I do not have a problem finding love. I can find somebody to love me.
Okay.
I can. I mean, I know I can find somebody to love me today. I mean, there's people that do. I can find somebody to love me. But the hardest thing of my life is finding somebody to love.
So you want to equally give and take.
Exactly.
You want to give love and have it reciprocated.
I can get it.
You can get it.
But for
Just
me
giving
to
it.
love another person is a monumental thing, and it just doesn't happen.
Sounds
It doesn't.
That sounds like a challenge. I'm not up for the
I
challenge.
swear. Listen, I'm
not
gonna tell
interested.
you this: if the next woman I fall in love with is gonna be Mrs. Tessler
Mrs. Tessler. I fucking see that.
on everything.
Mrs.
We're going
Bobby
ring shopping.
Tessler. Ring shopping.
If the next woman that I fall in love with will be my wife.
All right. Y'all, hey, fuckers. If
Straight
you
up.
are looking to woo Mr. Bobby Tessler, meet us at the speed dating event on March 13th, where you can bid on him
The fuck?
as STL's most eligible bachelor.
But to
win
woo
a date.
me, you've got to continue doing that shit. You can't.
You got to continue. You want somebody who's going to be consistent. Don't just show up as this and then
Can I tell
end
you
up
what
being
type
that.
of woman I like?
All right.
So we can end the show that way.
Can we play the violin?
Can we end? Can we?
Stu, do you have a violin?
We'll end the show with the type of woman
Tell
I
us
don't
what
like.
kind of woman you don't like. Tell us. I'm listening.
I'm not into the woman that needs to. Will you stop that?
All right.
Okay.
I ain't shit, me.
What annoys me is the woman that needs to validate herself with aesthetics, like designer labels.
Fuck all that.
A luxury vehicle, constantly talking
I don't
about.
even have a car, technically.
Constantly talking about your hustle, your worth, your multiple sources of income, your posting pictures with your discreet Louis bag just happen to be sitting there, or your.
I have a Louis bag though.
Right, but I mean,
you're not talking about me, right?
no, I'm just saying. But like
I
some
don't do
people,
that.
some people strategically place it there so it'll be seen in their photo, or they'll take a picture and then just magically their closet full of red bottoms will be right behind their head. It's like those type of. So those are turnoffs for me.
Right.
I want the woman that drives a Toyota, that has health insurance, that has longevity in her life, not just trying to like present herself for the right nows.
Right.
And none of that shit means shit to me.
Right. I feel
Like
you.
honestly, 100% honestly, if I were to find a woman and I like we're going on a date and she pulls up in a Mercedes, that's automatically
Automatic turn off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know how to
That's what's
dig
up.
into that, but like that's an automatic turn off for me.
I'm pulling up in Uber. No, I'm fucking with you.
Fine. I'm just and that's
I
just
ain't pulling up to you on Uber.
but
Anyway.
that's just Bobby talking.
All right.
And that's
No,
just,
I feel you.
and I really can't. And people might say, "Oh, well," I don't give a fuck what they say. That for me, it's a turn off. I don't like people that need to validate themselves continuously. And then people might be like, "Oh, well, they just might never had shit growing up, and now they do." Well, shit, I didn't either.
But you know how to.
I drive a 2003 Ford Mustang and a Jeep. I don't have a Porsche.
That's a nice ass Jeep though.
It is a nice Jeep. It's my dream car. If I won the lottery and had $200 million tomorrow, I would still
drive Jeep.
my Jeep.
That Jeep hot, man.
I can say right now that I'm driving my dream cars.
That's what's
I
up.
have everything that I want when it comes to that.
All right.
And so yeah, those are just the things like materialistic shit is if you need that to validate yourself, it's unattractive.
That's some shit you need to look within yourself, y'all.
It's unattractive.
If you feel as if, and I know people like this, like let me tell you, we go close out with this story. There's this guy, right? And I used to think he was so dope, and he's very materialistic, and it's because he says I didn't have a lot coming up, so now I overcompensate. We had that conversation. And I used to think he's so fucking dope, and then I found out like he's chasing this chick, and she ain't paying him no fucking mind. And during the time where we crossed paths, I thought he was the shit, and now I look at him like he's lame as fuck.
And why though?
Because all that materialistic shit don't even fucking matter, and he's not happy within himself. And I know that the problem wasn't me; it was him. So
Can we spend 3 minutes on that subject?
we can.
People feel and these people really feel like this superficial world with social media and reality TV has created for our culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the past 10 years, we've evolved over the past 10 years to make, aesthetics and all this shit validate us as people. And it's unfortunate. It's
Right.
really unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
Like I bought this sweatshirt on sale on the Nike website. These jeans were like $40. Like it's like
But it looks good. Like you
But-
could easily told me that this was a fucking $3,000 getup, and I would have believed it.
I've had this chain for 12 years. It's like I don't know why I wore it tonight. I just
It looks good. I like it. I fucks with it.
I have a G-Shock watch on. My rings came from Amazon. I just express myself the way I feel like looking. And what our world has come to is like this whole world of plastic surgery and just designer shit
Right.
that makes people feel like they're accepted.
I don't do all that.
But
I
to me,
absolutely
it
don't.
screams you're empty. You're missing
insecure
something.
within yourself, man. If you feel like you need all that shit, like that's some shit that you're lacking within you. You don't need the things. You just need to be you.
Yeah, you're seeking the wrong
Yeah,
attention.
people seek the wrong attention. Like I don't give a fuck. Like this is a motherfucking Target T-shirt. My jeans from Fashion Nova. The most expensive thing I got on is these sneakers, and I caught them on sale like $130. I got on my Kyrie's.
But
Like,
I mean, that's the thing. Like, and I'm just keeping it real, man. Like, I'm just not attracted to people that need to keep up with that hype.
I feel you.
Period. I can't tell you what my type is, because all of my exes are different.
Completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend is young as fuck. The last one is like ridiculously young, but with the best girlfriend I ever had. She treated me better than anybody I've ever been with. I've been with light-skinned girls, dark-skinned girls. I've been with, a
You
range.
typically date black women, or you date all races?
White women don't really like me very much.
White women don't like you.
I mean, I'm not gonna say they dislike me, but they don't go after me.
All right.
But yeah, I don't have a necessary type, but I just can say what I don't like, and it's that if you're trying to keep up with the hype, it's just not my thing. Some people are
Okay.
into that. Some
Yeah.
people love that shit, but I don't. It's
As
just not
far
my
as
thing.
women, like you
Yeah.
like the ones that are,
Create your outfit,
Yeah, just-
or get a bargain. You know what I mean? Like
okay, you.
you don't have to always have a designer.
Yeah, you ain't got look. He ain't talking to me because I don't do all that shit. Yeah, I got bags, but that's just my preference. I like bags. Some people spend money on certain things. I buy bags. Like that's my thing. Other than that, I don't do all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I might cop this or that here and there, but I don't need all that. But this is not me trying to convince anybody of anything. Fuck all that. I'm just saying.
We're saying what we like.
Yeah, we're saying what we
we're
like.
saying the type of person that we are.
Type of
'Cause
person you are.
in my closet, I got enough shit that I could have bought a speedboat with.
You do.
And I don't wear any of it. I was feeling an insecure void.
And now you recognize
Yeah,
that.
like I've
Hey,
grown.
knowing
I
is a
had
half
to go
the
through
fucking
that.
battle,
Those
yo.
Prada sneakers are the most uncomfortable fucking shoes I've ever put on my feet.
Hey, Louboutins are too.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I have
So like
some,
all
but
that shit that I spent all that money on, I could have bought a speedboat,
I feel you.
and
I
I would have been a
absolutely
lot
feel
more
that.
happy.
Yeah, that's
So-
real talk.
Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things I could say that I just don't like,
All right.
and it's just that I don't like people that brag all the time. Stop bragging. Let your personality just speak for itself.
Yeah.
Stop chasing so many multiple sources of income. I need this. I need that. I need that. And you just walked by the flowers.
Right.
You fuck
Stop
the
and
hype.
smell the fucking
slow
roses.
down and enjoy life, because before you know it, it's gonna be over
You ever been around like name droppers, people that's always
all the time.
this person, like kind of like that meme I see on social media where they're like, how dudes be in front of girls, like, bro, you think I should spend this $1 million on some stupid
Yeah,
shit? Like, you know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, I really don't fuck with braggers or name droppers who's always like, some people that's just how they are, but if I don't know you personally and you come off doing that, like, it bothers me. Like,
Name droppers and clout chasers.
yeah, I don't do all that. That's what we'll call the episode. Fucking clout chasers. Fucking clout chasers, yo.
We could have a whole episode about that. Like, we
About
could talk
clout
about that
chasers.
for an hour.
You just came up with like 4-5 episodes.
I'm full of fucking
You
shit,
full of
man. I got a bunch of ideas
We'll
in
talk.
my
We'll
head.
talk offline. We finna shut it down here, man. I got my fucking guy in the building, Mr. Bobby fucking Tessler.
Did I give you enough?
You gave me enough,
Did I
man. I
give you
feel
enough?
good about this. You feel good about this? We got Big Stu in the fucking building. Big Stu Films. This episode has been produced by Big Stu
Shout
of
out.
Big Stu Films, man. Shout out to Big Stu. Hey, man, I appreciate you all for tuning in to this fucking episode.
Me too.
I got my guy, Mr. Bobby Tessler, in the building. I am your host. It's your favorite Dr. Bay, Monique Ross. Shout out to the fuckers. Y'all know where y'all can find me on Instagram, SOO, Sophisticated One, or pure_fuckery. I'm also on Twitter at SOOMOE, Mo. And Facebook, Monique Ross, or you can follow the Pure Fuckery page on Facebook. Bobby Tessler, you want to plug your socials? Tell them where the fuckers can find you.
I just want to take the glass home.
He's still trying to take this
'cause
motherfucking glass out this door, man.
My producer's gonna like drop all that shit.
I got, look, you can take the smaller one. You can have this.
Don't try to
and
give me the
nobody's
little
drank
shit.
out of it. See,
I put my DNA
washed
on this
that.
thing.
I mean, I washed it, you know, so it's been used before.
This my cup.
Take this one, man. We gonna talk about that offline.
All right.
You got some socials you want to plug, Mr. Tessler?
They're all at the bottom. Bobby STL, STL Winco, Drunken Chicken Diaries. Yeah, word.
Word. Hey, we'll catch you all in the next episode. Thank you all for tuning in. I fucking love you all. Peace, love, and fucking hair grease. Your
Peace.
favorite Dr. Bay. Peace.